Welcome to Relax and Restore. Over the next few minutes, we are going to focus on our breath and releasing any tension that we may have stored in our body, any restrictions that we might find that are stopping us from allowing our body to move with ease and grace. We're going to begin with our breath, just getting in touch with it. So I'd like you to sit up nice and tall, and if you have a hard time with that, if your spine is rounded because you're very, very tight in your hips, just place a block or something underneath to bring your hips higher than your ankles so that you are able to sit up tall. From there, we're just going to roll our shoulders back just a couple of times. And then I invite you to close your eyes, take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, allow your body to sink. Sink into your hips, sink your hips into the mat. With each inhalation, allow the spine to lengthen, and then as you exhale, allow any tension in your shoulders, in your neck, chest, torso to release. Feel the ribs expanding forward and sides and back as you breathe in, and then gently releasing as you breathe out. Notice that there's a pause in between the inhalation and the exhalation. This is the now. This is the present moment. So nourish that present moment. Nourish that space. And when your body's ready, breathe in once again and then let it go. As you begin to relax, you'll notice that your breath becomes lighter, and that pause in between the inhalation and the exhalation will get longer. And this is good because it tells you that you're starting to relax, you're starting to let go. Let go of all of today that no longer serves you. Create length in the torso, in the spine, but allow your body to relax at the same time. Perfect. We're going to slowly make our way down onto our mat. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart and slightly underneath the knees, and we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time, rolling all the way down onto the mat. I invite you to be in a neutral spine. So a neutral spine is the natural curve of your back, and if you're unsure of that still, gently tip your lower back to the floor, create a triangle with your hands and place the triangle on the pelvis, and then move the pelvis so your lower back comes off the floor. Relax your shoulders down at your sides, arms are nice and long. Your gaze will be pointing up toward the sky, and if you notice that your neck is a little buckled, that your gaze is behind you, I invite you to take a cushion or a pillow and place it under the head to create length in the back of the neck. From here, we're just going to shrug the shoulders up to our ears and then press your hands into the mat and slide them all the way down, maintaining neutral spine. And again, bringing the shoulders up and then pressing your hands into the mat and sliding them down. Just doing that a couple of more times, moving with the breath, just to release any tension in your shoulders, in your neck. And then once you've got those shoulder blades slid down, just leave them there. Just allow your body to relax in that position. Big breath in and out, and as you exhale, very gently tip your lower back to the floor. And then slowly release. So if our back has gotten tight or stuck in a position, right now we're allowing it to arch and curl. As we breathe in, the belly arches, and as we exhale, we curl the spine down onto the mat. Just notice if there's any tightness anywhere in either when you arch or when you curl. Don't push, just notice. A couple more times, just gently rocking your pelvis forward and back, releasing any tension that you might be holding on to. And now I just want you to let it settle in a position of comfort. Doesn't have to be arched, doesn't have to be neutral, doesn't have to be curled. Just a place where there's no pressure. From there, we're going to take our left leg straight. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest, and we're going to extend the leg up in the air. And as you exhale, slowly lower the leg down toward the floor. Very slowly, you are in control. And just before that leg touches, bring the knee in, extend the leg up. And as you exhale, slowly lower the leg down, all the way. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathing in, knee in, extend up, try to get the leg a little straighter. Exhale and slowly lower the leg down. And 1 more time, bringing that knee in, extend the leg up. This time we're going to slowly lower it all the way to the floor. Let it come all the way down. And once that leg touches the floor, allow it to completely relax. And I want you to be aware of the length and the feeling of both legs. Now leaving that right leg down, you're going to raise the left arm and you're going to reach that arm back behind you. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Inhale to raise it up and exhale to take that arm back. Inhale to raise the arm up. Exhale, take it back. And you'll notice that it's getting longer as the muscles start to relax. Last one, we're going to take it back. And I want you to hold it where it wants to stay. And now on your next exhalation, lift the right leg and reach the right leg and the left arm as far away as you can to get a nice diagonal stretch across the torso. Keep reaching. And then slowly relax, bring your arm down to your side. And once again, notice how the body is feeling, right side and left. When you're ready, slowly bring the left knee in, extend the leg up, slowly lower it down. Very controlled, no rush. And just before it touches, we bring the knee back in and we extend the leg up. Slowly lower down. And we'll do that 2 more times. Bringing that knee in, extending the leg up, reaching it as far away as you can. And last one, in comes the knee, extend it up. And this time, slowly lower until that leg touches the floor. And then allow it to completely relax. Just let it go and notice whether it feels the same as your right leg now. Now we're going to raise the right arm, extend the arm out behind you, and then bring the arm back up. Extend behind. And bring the arm back up. 2 more times. Extend behind. Bring the arm up. And this last time we're going to take that arm back. Wherever it feels comfortable, just leave it. Take a breath in. Lift the left leg, and as you exhale, extend and reach arm and leg away from one another, getting that diagonal stretch from the right shoulder to the left hip. Keep reaching. Breathing, and then allow the leg to come down, bring that arm up, and bring it down to your side. And once again, just notice how your body feels as you let it go, let it completely relax. Now let's slowly bring our feet in so they're hip width apart. Knees are in line with toes, in line with hips. Our shoulders are down. From this position, we're going to slowly lift our heels. And as we exhale, push through your arms and your toes and lift your hips. Once you're here, take a breath. Slowly drop your heels. You'll feel your buttocks fire up. Breathe in, and then slowly from the top of your spine, roll down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way through back to that comfortable place of your spine. So the reason we lift the heels is so that we don't get any cramps in the hamstrings, so that the muscle can fire up from one end and then to the other as we drop the heels. So let's do that again.
As we inhale, we lift the heels. As we exhale, push through your feet and your arms and lift your hips. Take a breath. Exhale, drop the heels. Feel the tightness. Breathe into hold. And as you exhale, slowly rolling down, relaxing the buttocks and rolling all the way through to neutral. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Lift the heels, lift the hips, hold, drop the heels, take a breath, and slowly rolling down one vertebra at a time, all the way through to where your back feels absolutely wonderful. Perfect. We're going to bring our feet and our knees together, and we're going to take our arms out to the side. From here, as we breathe in, we're going to slowly drop our knees over to one side. As you exhale, engage the belly to come back to center. So our goal in this, as we alternate our knees side to side, is to keep our shoulders on the mat and just rotate through the waist, pausing in the center and then going in the other direction, coming back to center, going across again, and coming back to center, pausing. This time we're going to take our feet as wide as our mat. Same action. As we breathe in, we drop our knees over, but this time I want you to try to get that back knee to touch down to the floor, and then exhale, engage your core to come back. Let's go to the other side. So you're going to notice this feels a little different. As we pop our hip, you're going to feel a stretch in the top of that hip. And then we come back to center. So what I'd like you to do now is notice which side feels better when you roll over. And by better, I mean which side feels very, very comfortable. So comfortable that you could fall asleep in this position. So is it over to the left? Is it center? Is it over to the right? And I would like you to choose wherever your comfort side is, and I want you to hang out there just for a few moments. I'm going to stop in the center, and I'm going to let my knees fall in and let my back come to the mat. So just breathing into where you've decided to hang out for a few breaths. Letting your body completely relax and let go. On your next inhalation, go to the other direction or go to another place opposite to what you were doing and just hang out there. And if you're in the center, now go side to side and just find out which side is comfortable. And now we're going to hang out there. You may notice that the body is moving easier now that we've given it what it was asking for. As we exhale, let's slowly come back to center. We're going to take our legs long. I'm just going to roll over to one side. So I'm just going to move my mic. So we're going to come down. We can take our hand behind our head and we're going to bring our legs forward. And now from here, gently pulling the knee back, rolling the shoulder back, so we get a nice gentle stretch down the front of the thigh. Resting your head on your hand. If you'd like more, you can take that bottom foot and place it on the outside of the knee. This is going to increase the stretch. And breathe. Perfect. Let's take it over to the other side. So again, setting up, Coming down, relaxing, bringing that knee forward, and then slowly taking it back, rolling that top shoulder back. So we're opening up the front body. And then if you'd like a little bit more, taking that top foot and placing it on the outside of the knee. Just breathing into that. Perfect. Let's release that. We're going to come into child's pose. Now, if you have a hard time coming into a kneeling position, just roll over onto your back and bring your knees into your chest. But if you'd like to come into child's pose, we can take the knees wide and we're going to sit back towards our heels and we're going to walk our hands forward and we're going to allow the head to drop down toward the mat. Feel the breath coming into your back. Feel the ribs expanding as you breathe in and then gently relax as you breathe out. Child's pose is a wonderful pose to go into when you want to have a little bit of time by yourself, when you want to go in and get into a nice little snuggled position. Breath in and out. Perfect. And then we're going to slowly walk our hands to the right. You're going to let your head rest on your left arm and push the hips to the left. So you get a nice stretch down the left side of the body. Breathing into the left side. Perfect. Slowly walk your hands to the other side. Place your head on your right arm and come into the stretch. As you breathe, allow yourself to go a little deeper. Perfect. Let's slowly release. We're going to come to sitting. We're going to come into a gentle twist. So we're going to bring our legs together, or we can bring our feet together. We're going to take our left hand to the outside of the right knee. Sit very, very tall. Take your other hand behind you. Remember, we want that nice long spine. And as we exhale, we're going to very gently twist. Once we're in this position now, gently turn your head in the opposite direction. Finding the breath, allowing the body to let go just a little more. From here, slowly come back to center, and we'll go to the other side. So the hand comes to the knee first. We then extend the other arm out behind us. We sit very, very tall, and then we slowly twist. Then we can turn our head in the opposite direction. And then we come back to center. Beautiful. Let's bring one foot in and take the other leg long. Now again, we need to be on our sits bones. So what I love to do is place my hands down, lift my hips, and pull myself back. So I'm sitting a little taller on my sits bones. We need our leg turned up, so our feet and our knee is turning upward. We're going to turn toward our straight leg, and we're going to hinge from the hips and just bring our hands on either side. Roll the shoulders away. Now imagine that your hands are glued to the floor, and very slowly allow your body to come down. Breathing into that length that you're feeling behind the leg. Perhaps you're feeling a stretch in the lower back as well. But focus on where you're feeling the tightness and send your breath into that area to allow it to let go. Slowly walk your hands up.
And let's change sides. Leg comes out, other leg comes in. So even that little movement is going to take us off our sits bones. So again, up and pull back so that we're on those sits bones, nice and tall. The knee and the toes are pointing upward. We're going to gently twist and we're going to hinge from our hips. Bring your hands down, and then when you're ready, very gently let your body come down toward your leg. Breathe into the stretch. And then we're going to slowly walk our hands back up. We'll bring the soles of our feet together. Now, if you have to carry on with your day or carry on with your evening, we can do, and we will do, a nice little finish. If you would like to go into Shavasana, we will do our finish, and then I invite you to lie down onto your mat. Shavasana is also known as corpse pose. And if this is the end of your day, it's a wonderful way to finish your day by lying on your mat, perhaps putting some support under your knees, and just allowing your body to let go for a few minutes, to allow it to take in all the work that you've done in this practice and on the rest of your day. So in closing, let's bring hands to heart. We're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to reach the arms forward and we're going to round the upper back. From there, we're going to open our arms and our heart. And we're going to reach our arms all the way up, and we're going to bring them down to the heart. We're going to very gently lengthen the back of our neck, close the eyes. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the whole world attain peace and harmony. Om Shanti Om. Namaste, my friends. Enjoy.